Okay, so first things first. Sorry about the fan noise. I'm editing it out as best I can, but audio editing isn't my forte. I make no apologies for the Arthur who is here nibbling the camera equipment again. The tripod has so many light mods on it at this point. Anyway, so I've only a couple of videos back to back. This one should hopefully be up tonight. The other one, maybe tomorrow. Maybe Friday. We'll see. Anyway. First things first then. Bloomberg Prerelease double feature. I did both the casual and comp pre-release at my local store, Bad Wolf. Link to the website in the description, not a sponsor. I did like them, a good atmosphere. Anyway, competitive pre-release was first. I don't have all my pulls on hand, but I do have the ones that, well, you'll see. So, for this one, I was hoping to build otters. Instead, I pulled half an otter, which may actually be in here. Hold on a second. Let me double check, because I think, yeah. Instead, I pulled exactly half an otter in the form of Kindle Spark Duo. Which, yeah. Oh well. So then. Well, what did I actually build in the end? I ended up going with Boros Mice. And then, round 1, I went 0-2, lost completely. Round 2, I won a game, but still lost 2-1. Round 3, 2-0. Round 4, 2-0. So what we have here is a last place deck. So, let's jump through it, look at what the cards and what they do. Short bow, it's fine. And actually, I can move the map back now that Arthur is shuffled. So, we have short bow, 2 mana equipment, equipped creature gets +1/+1 and reach, equip 1. Not bad. There's worse ways of giving a creature reach. Kindle Spark Duo. It's that one pirate card where you can tap it, so 1 damage to each opponent. And the unfet's never cast a spell, or never cast a pirate, but both better and worse. I think the CMC is about the same. It's target opponent, only with approximately all non-creature spells now, so it's decent. You know, I like the duos kind of reverse fixing. War Squeak, a card that I want 3 more copies of for standard. We'll get there in a moment. Raccoon Rallier, which has some of my favourite artwork in the set. And also this guy just like, over there. And hello Eevee. Hello. I'm just going to tuck that card on the Eevee. Hidden Grotto for a bit of mana fixing. Bumbleflower's Sharepot. Eevee was very offended by tucking the card under her. Okay, Bumbleflower's Sharepot. I have overestimated the portions. I love this thing. Mrs. Bumbleflower is such a fucking good character. Like, look at the artwork for Carrot Cake. Well, I'll show you it in a moment actually, it's in one of the other decks. Nettle Guard. Not bad for enchantment removal. Life Creed Duo. Decent bit of life gain, I guess. Crumb and Get It. Nice enough bit of interaction. Nettle Guard again. Manifold Mouse. Another one that I want 3 more copies of because it's just fucking good. Rabbit Gnaw. Solid fight spell. Probably going to have some more copies of that too. Hey, there's only an Amateur Crusher are aiming for the Cold Rock. Yeah, I do like this one. Like, I'm pretty sure this is just a Braid, but better. Is a Braid an instant? I forget, anyway. Rockface Village. Red mana for creature spells only. And it can also give lizard, mice, otters, and raccoons +1/+0 haste till end of turn. Which is very fun. Definitely need a couple more copies of it. Take out the trash. 3 damage to Planeswalker. If you have a raccoon, it also lets you ditch and draw. Standard bit of red doing red things. Rabbit Response. Cheeky Anthem. Flamecaller. I think I'm on 3 copies of this guy already, actually. Sazercat's Brew, one that I want a few more of. Valley Rally, one that I consider going for more of. But The problem is that it doesn't target, and mice want to be targeted. Second copy, take out the trash. Found and Port Bell. It's decent, you know? Like, it's basically 2 mana in a stack to get a basic. Might have to run that in one of the decks I haven't shown off yet as ramp. Second copy of Raccoon Rallier, which is even nicer in the foil. Just look at that. Look at him go. Doot. Looping Flower Village, which is, as cards go, a bit of a gamble. If it works, it really works though. Heartfire Hero. Definitely want 3 more copies of this guy. Wildfire Howl. It does things. It's fine. If your opponent has weak shit, it wipes the board. And if you have that one Owl card, which we'll get to, it just wipes their board pretty much no matter what, unless they're running counters or equipment. 5 mana for 3 bunnies. Sure. Thistle down players. Get some Pseudo Vigilance. Veteran Guard Mouse. I was tempted to go for 3 more copies of this. I don't think I will. Anyway. Why am I saying these on the side? Because these are going into a standard deck I've been brewing from Mono Red Knights. Which I feel like was something there. Like, if I run all these at 4 and throw in some other stuff, I should have plenty of mice with Valiant to be targeted, plenty of ways of targeting them, several of which are reusable. And yeah, I can potentially get some pretty dangerous mice on board pretty quickly. That's what this deck was trying to do. It never saw stuff in the right order, because there wasn't the consistency there that you get in a 60 card format. So, yeah, this one didn't go great, but I picked up 3 commiseratory packs afterwards and pulled 2 of the cards that I was most interested in the whole format. The first one is Overprotect, because just look at that goddamn majestic artwork. 2 mana, target creature you control gains +3/+3, and gains trample, hexproof, and indestructible until end of turn. Blaw's defenses are impervious! Blaw the Impervious. Blaw the Impervious is my new favourite Magic character, and I sincerely hope he gets a card someday. It would have to be Silver Border, but it would give him immunity to everything including board wipes. Except he's a 1/1 and can't gain counters. He does nothing, but you can never get rid of the guy. And, yeah, I also pulled fucking 3-3 City. Okay, sure, yeah, I'll take that. Best land card for Kindred decks. As for why I have that on me, it's to do with the next video that I'll be doing. You'll see that one soon. Only other thing of note, I pulled the white spin down. I was hoping to get the red one, even though it can only be used for Canadian Highlander. So, yesterday, at time of recording, was Tuesday, which was the casual pre-release, which went a little bit better for me. Let's go with the deck that I built first. Yeah, so the first deck was that lot and some basics. With this one, I built this first, swapped out the land ratios for round 2, swapped decks entirely a bit later on, and we'll get to that in a moment. So, Pearl of Wisdom. 1 mana, it's 2 mana draw 2, as long as you have an otter. If not, 3 mana draw 2. A little bit less worth it, but if you're in an otter deck, it's pretty solid. Sticky Tongue Sentinel. He's a bounce. Barkform Harvester. It's not bad. I like the artwork for it though. And I like the ominous flavour text the farmers hide when it runs out of potatoes to harvest. Peerless Recycling. Yeah, this is good. Polywallop, which is 4 mana, probably destroy target creature. This is pretty good. I might end up running it in my standard Dinos deck, actually. Same goes, surprisingly, for Warsqueak, which is oddly good in Dino decks. We'll get there in a moment. Actually, let's just go back and pull out Warsqueak, because of all the cards to be relevant in Dinosaurs. But it's 1 red. Target creature and opponent controls can't block this turn, and it gives one of your things 1/1 +1/+1 haste. which means that with this I can drop a Bonehold Dragosaur turn 6, potentially even sooner if I have ramp, and swim with it on the same turn, which is pretty good. So, yes, so was I. Cleft Up Lookout. I was able to flicker this guy a few times in the one game that I won with this deck, and I got mad value from it. Like, it's nice just to be able to just get lands for free. If you're in Flicker, if you're running Flicker and you have this guy in the deck, you may as well run it. Tender Wild Guide. He's cute. There's a couple of mana ducks. They're fine. Thundertrap Trainer. Finally some fucking otters. I'll point out, first pre-release. Friends of the channel, Elves and Worm, which is an odd combination of names now I think about it. They both pulled the new Ral, this motherfucker right here. Now, second pre-release, friend of the channel Toru pulled Ral. Having witnessed 3 of my friends pull Ral, I pulled this fucking emblem just to add insult to injury, and then first round of this one was against Toru. So I think I go and then fuck it. If you win, I'll give you the emblem. And she won. And then prize packs at the end of the night. Friend of the channel Maya also pulled Ral. Honestly though, Maya's a Ral fan. I'm glad she got her otter. Thundertrap Trainer. Yeah, we got enough. We're finally getting the otters. Not sure how I pulled them. Long River Lurker. Ward 1, other froggies have Ward 1. So accuracy are blocked, and when it deals damage, you can flicker it. Pretty good. Waterspout Warden. The escape route of many a birdfolk thief have been less surefire than they thought. I like this guy design-wise. Shore Up, nice to see it getting a reprint. Also very funny to see it being shells as a shield and a rat. Is that all you got? Put some muscle into it. Miss Breath Elder as my Fancy Pants promo. Then your upkeep, you can bounce a frog to its owner's hand, put a 1/1 counter on this guy. Yeah, this guy and where'd he go? Cliff Top Lookout. Pretty good combo. I got value from them. Run Away Together, seeing a nice reprint. I'll put this one aside as well, because there's something about Bloomberg that I want to talk about after I get through these decks. Anyway, Skyscaper Duo, it's fine. Pond Profit, ETB, draw a card, it's fine. Splash Portal. Don't ask me how it works. If I stop logging with the question, I'd lose my legs. I like the frogs in this set. We have a fancy-ass version of Clement the Worrywart, which I believe Brandon is saying goes to Sun Shower Druid. Tempest Angler. 3 mana 2/2 Otter Wizard with prowess but better. Casting lines and casting spells, ain't no one better than me. Otter Ball Antics. You get an otter with prowess, and then later on, you get an otter with prowess. Innkeeper's Talent. This is going in a deck as well, which we'll probably order that one on camera just because it's not a deck that I've really featured yet. It's still being tinkered with. Skyscaper Duo. Another flicker. It's fine. This was stolen from me in one of my games against Toru, and she won the game with it. Rude, but kind of cool. Lily Splash Mentor. Splashy entrance into my specialty, and they can be yours too. Try again. I love the frogs in this set, and the otters, admittedly. Yeah, so Polywallop, probably going to try and track down like 3 more copies of this. Replace some of me existing removal suite and standard. So, after this, from my same 6 packs, I threw together, with 6 minutes left, an Orzhov deck that I used for the rest of the night, mostly. Because first game I played all 3 rounds with Simic. Second game I did 1 with Simic, and figured, you know what, let's switch it up. Because I pulled Maha at Stella's Night, which is reserved for one of the other players at the pre-release that didn't have anything I had to trade for it, but I'm happy to send it there. I'm happy to send it her way. She was a fun opponent. Hoping to see her around the store more often. 2 copies of Banishing Light, which someone hit enchantment removal at exactly the right time to rebuild the board from hitting these and clutch out a game against me, which was pretty cool, admittedly. Dewdrop Cure? Yeah, it's fine. I cast this once and didn't realize I didn't have any targets and bin for it. Bit of a bummer. Crumb and Get It. A classic rabbit response again and again. Hop to it. 3 mana for 3/1/1s. Not bad. Spell it, Soothsayer. At the beginning of your end steps, if you're getting a Lost Life, surveil 1. Pretty sure Ree's going to want some back cards, so I'll probably go through it at some point, so a bunch of those sides the trade pile got going on for her. Anyway, Hidden Grotto. Ruthless Negotiation, which feels like a pretty good one in a discard deck. Like, I feel like this won me games by playing this and forcing my opponent to top deck. There was one where I had the necessary mana to cast it and then immediately flashback it, which isn't super worth it, but it is kind of useful. I do also like, next time you come this way, do us both a favour and have something worth stealing, yeah? Dire Sight, surveil 2, draw 2, lose 2. I like this. This is going in a deck later. Lunar Convocation, one of the back cards. Again, pretty good. Break-in Duo. It's fine. Whisker Veil Forerunner. I like... This guy is making me tempted to build Boros Mice instead of Mono Red Mice, but I still feel like I can get stuff on the go with Mono Red. I like that this guy can get things out, can free cast smaller creatures. Harvest Right Host. But yeah, you cast this with a creature Rheumatic, and suddenly you're getting pretty good card draw. Only if you're in Rabbits, though, which unfortunately I wasn't in enough Rabbits to matter. Thistledown plays again. Warren Elder, nice Anthem boy. Mouse Trapper. You tap things down. Star Charter, lovely pretty bat. Saver. This was my main removal piece. I think there's a second copy in here, not sure. Little Looping Flower, Brightblade Stoats. I'm glad that there's just Stoats in here. Also, the Brightblades are trained to constantly mind the sun's position, adjusting the angle of the dagger to maximise glare. Yep, second copy of Saver. Edibility is in the eye of the beholder. Bloomburrow is such a fucking set, honestly. Moonrise Cleric. Pretty good. Carrot Cake. Like, look at those 2 bunnies in the background, though. It's absolutely, like, the fucking vegan fried chicken Slowjack meme. But I don't care, I love it. Look at Carrot Cake as well. Secret ingredient, what do you think? I love Mrs. Bumbleflower. She's such an amazing character, and I'm glad that she's part of this franchise. So much so I included 2 of these. Anyway. So, what I was going to talk about with this. One thing that interests me about Bloomburrow is that some of the promos for it are apparently for Two-Headed Giant. And it's a very Two-Headed Giantable deck, as evidenced by me building 2 coherent decks out of 6 packs. And certain cards like Sazercat's Brew, which, let me go back into here for a second again, actually. And grab. The wording on here is an additional cost to discard this spell. Cast a spell, discard a card. Target player draws 2 cards. You can potentially have your teammate draw 2 from this. There's enough stuff in here that's really interesting for Two-Headed Giant. Like, for example, double kindred types. The fact that, for mice, you can target each of the stuff. It's really neat. You can potentially flicker your... Like, if you're in frogs and your teammates in rabbits, you can flicker their rabbits to get the effect of rabbits entering multiple times a turn. I feel like there's a lot of potential for Two-Headed Giant with this set. It's something that I'm really eager to try and play at some point. So if you're doing Two-Headed Giant Bloomburrow, please, it's from me. It's from me, please. Anyway, yeah, run away together. Rather than it being bounced by your creatures and bounced by your opponents, it can bounce on the control by each of your opponents. It's really interesting to me. Anyway, that has been Bloomburrow Prerelease. Minus 1 key detail, because, I placed last again in that. But I picked up 3 packs when I arrived at the store, and one of them was fucking cracked. Right, I got the showcase versions of Eluge and Sunsphinx and Sun whatever links, and I picked up this rather nice foil Dawn's Truce, which is also going in the deck. I'm not sure why I polyball marker out. Anyway, so they're both going in the deck. Dawn's Truce, friend of the channel and I were interested in, and as luck would have it, at the end of the night, they raffled the promo pack for Casual. They did it kind of later than planned. I was the only person left in the store that entered, so I won by default. And I got a second copy of Dawn's Truce, which I was immediately able to hand over to Maya. Works out pretty well. I got a rat as the uncommon, which friend of the channel, Jen's kid, Darcy, is building a rat, so I was able to hand that across to hand to Darcy. Works out pretty well. And I pulled a fucking Cavern of Souls. Yeah, sure, go on then. This means I now have both promo versions of Cavern of Souls, for those of you keeping track at home. The, both Ixalan ones, the Planeswalker one and the Date Stamped one, which I pulled during Ixalan pre-release. Which, goddamn. So, this has been Lucas Builds. I built 3 bad decks and didn't do anything good with them. However, it's time for them upgrades now, I think. See you next video.